Hey, how's it going? I'm Titus. We're back in the shop, and today we're going to be making this crystal ball from the hit series Wednesday. I thought this series was incredible, especially the aesthetic. It's dark, spooky, and filled with unique props that really make it come to life. And when I saw the crystal ball, I knew I had to make it. So I've made a rough 3D model to give us a guideline. It's broken down into 4 parts. You got the top, the base, the ball, and the ball seat. It's got 2 doors that open in the front and a top that lifts open. We're going to be using wood 3D printing and painting with aging techniques to make it look old and authentic. We have a lot of work to do, so let's get started. Now we're going to attach the back with these magnets here. Now that our box is almost done, we're gonna put our LED lights in here and see how it looks with the crystal ball. Now this is a fisherman's float. I think it was like $5 or $10 on Amazon. And that's gonna be our crystal ball. I'm really happy with what we got so far. The seat and the intersection are looking great. And now we're gonna start with the bottom and the outside of the bottom half of the case. Now that the bottom structure is pretty much complete, we're gonna add some hinges to the sides here so it opens up in the front. I got these hinges on Amazon. They were like $10. They look like kind of vintage. While the top is drying, we're going to use wood filler and sandpaper to clean up the cracks and edges. Once we're done, all these deep cracks in the surface of the wood and in between joints is going to be smooth, as well as the edge of the plywood, which sometimes has holes. So we've cleaned up the cracks and gaps in the box. We've got it sanded all down. It's mostly done, looking good. And now we're gonna move on to the accessories. So we have some 3D printed parts, some metal parts, some hardware I was able to pick up. These nice metal rings I got from Home Depot for like $5. Got the seat the ball sits in that's 3D printed. Decorations for the box, corner decorations, buttons for the top, a little pole for the box, some screenshots from the show. See the corner decorations, these little buttons on top here, this little pole in the front. It's gonna be hardware for the top. We have our feet here. These are also gonna be handles for the front. So let's get started with painting the ring, the handle hardware, and the feet and the door pulls in black. The parts are all dry and looking good. We're going to start the weathering process, and we're going to use a wax metallic finish. It's this brand Rub and Buff. It's really good for like this kind of weathering. I'm going to start with this silver leaf to make these parts look like they've been beat up a little bit. So our painted parts are looking good. We're gonna let those dry and move over to our 3D printed parts. I have this product called XTC 3D, and I think it's a resin. It's supposed to like smooth your 3D printed parts. So we're gonna put those on these guys. They look pretty good, a lot smoother. I think it was definitely worth it. We're gonna do another pass on these print in place pieces. And print in place, if you don't know, is two different parts 3D printed together. So if I did all of this together with the resin, it would have stuck, obviously. So I'm gonna do another pass on these guys. We got a unique solution for the latch on the front. It's going to be these two knobs here, and this ring is going to go around these and pull up. And this quick disconnect latch, pull down there. So essentially this ring is going to be attached here like that. And we're going to have room for it to go up and down. And this will essentially be covered by something like that. We're going to trim this up to where we need it. But the first thing we're going to do is get these knobs attached. Now that the construction is finally done, we got our parts prepped, we're ready to paint. Struggling with some solutions to light the box or the ball from the inside. I think I'm going to use this shelf light. It's like for like a box shelf. I have this semi-transparent paper, and I'm gonna try to use this to diffuse the light a little bit. Now that we're finally done, let's take a closer look. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. This is my first video, first time shooting and editing. It's got some issues. I'm working on it. It's going to improve. But I have a whole notebook of ideas I want to make videos about. If you see them in the algorithm, give them a try. Might just be making a proper replica from your favorite show or movie. So thank you.